Research the immigration process. As an immigrant, it is important to research the immigration process and understand the requirements for obtaining a visa, permanent residency, or citizenship. Choose the right immigration program. Express entry, the provincial nominee program, family sponsorship, and temporary resident are all immigration programs in Canada. Choose the program that best meets your requirements and qualification. Call for language examinations, such as the IELTS or CELPIP. Aim for a high score and get ready for the test in advance. Gather all required documents. Before starting apply, gather all of the documents required for the immigration process, such as identity documents, education certificates, and letters of work experience. Research the job market. Research the job market in Canada to understand the requirements and opportunities in your field of work. It is better to understand more about the profession you are interested in. Get familiar with Canadian culture. To fit in more easily, become familiar with Canadian culture, traditions, and values. It is beneficial to see, read, and hear more content about the daily life, accent, and holidays of Canada. Budget appropriately. Budgeting is essential because Canada is an expensive country. Investigate the cost of living in the area where you intend to go and make your financial arrangements accordingly. Be careful. Plan to purchase health insurance. It's crucial to arrange for health insurance before traveling to Canada because the cost of healthcare there can be high. Using your own money to have treatment in Canada will be challenging. Make arrangements for temporary housing. When traveling to Canada, book accommodations for a temporary stay. This can entail booking a hotel room or a short-term residence. You might not save pocket money if you have to stay in a hotel. Apply for a social insurance number. Apply for a SIN as soon as possible after arriving in Canada. It is required for working and accessing government services. For this, visit the nearest Service Canada. Open a bank account. In Canada, opening a bank account is required for managing finances and obtaining credit. It is up to you to decide which bank to use. Register for government services. Register for government services such as healthcare, education, and childcare. In all these cases, you cannot get government facilities without registering. Understand the tax system. Understand how the Canadian tax system affects you as an immigrant and how it works. Every employee in Canada is required to pay the government a specific amount in taxes. Familiarize yourself with transportation options. Learn about the transportation options in your area, such as public transportation, car rentals, and ride-sharing services. Even though Uber and Lyft are expensive, you may have to use them at first. Study the educational system. If you have kids, educate yourself about the educational system in Canada and look into local schools. In Canada, public schools predominate. There aren't many private institutions. Network and interact. Making connections and meeting new people through networking and socializing can be helpful when looking for work or relocating. Associate with folks who are already residing in Canada from your own nation. Recognize your housing options. Know your housing alternatives, which may include both renting and purchasing a home. You won't regret making an investment in Canadian real estate. Weather-related preparation. Canada offers a variety of climates, so it's crucial to get ready for the conditions where you intend to live. Be ready to deal with heat in the summer and snow in the winter. Food and beverage. Information about Canadian meals would be helpful. For instance, well-known Canadian cuisines include poutine, maple syrup, Montreal-style bagels, beaver tails, Nanaimo bars, smoked salmon, butter tarts, ketchup chips, tourtière, and Caesars. Most common communication words. Some of the most common communication words in Canada include sorry, thank you, please, sorry for the inconvenience, excuse me, good morning, afternoon, good evening, how are you, and nice to meet you.